Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here with a little project I'm doing for Beebeecraft.com, and it's working with the little goodies that I showed you the other day that I received from Beebeecraft. So I am tonight working with these pretty wood beads and these jump rings that came in this cute little compartment here, or container, and I've got this one open because I was using this one already, but I wanted to show you I'm making some tassels. So here's one I have completed. I like fluffy tassels and I kind of like them pretty long. So you can see these are made with 17.5-inch strips of fabric, eyelash trim, and baker's twine on this one. And here I use a little notebook ring at the top, and I have a little kind of it's like a little hollow silver ball charm here hanging on the side. Some of this eyelash trim has little pom-poms on it, but what I did with the beads is I put them on some of the baker's twine. Here's some, you can see, so pretty, right? Isn't that cool? And then I put some on the eyelash trim, and so like there's some on each side because it kind of wraps around, you know, the baker's twine or whatever I have on here. So that's that one, and it's so pretty. I love seeing let me show you this view right here. If you can see the beads intertwined there, aren't they gorgeous? You can see right over here, right there, there's some over here. I just love all the color in the texture and the different elements in there, especially with the wood beads. It really makes it. And I could see these colors used in a boho, you know, tassel too. So this one, I'm kind of got them in different stages here so I could show you what I'm doing. So this one I'm just about finished with. So I was going to tell you or show you on this one how I already strung some beads, but I'll show you how I did this one here. I've got some beads on, okay? And I was going to show you how I tie it off first, and then we'll add some more beads. So I have all my strands that I wanted in here. I've got some, what I didn't have in that one, but I have in this one is some yellow, which is right here, and some blue crochet trim. Everything else I pretty much had in that one. I think I have one extra eyelash trim in here, or eyelash yarn, and I kind of space it out so that first of all I make sure my fabric, the face is, this one has a back and a front, this fabric that I used, so I make sure all my fabric is facing in the right direction so that when I put my tassel together, I don't have the backs of my fabrics sticking out. You know, I want the backs of my fabric in the middle where I'm not really seeing it. And it's not that I don't want to see it, it's just that I want to see the fronts of it. You know, that's the more colorful side. I'm going to spread these out a little so that when I tie it off, my fabric's just not all in a bunch. So I'm going to spread them out a little here, make it nice and fluffy. And then I've got all my strands in there, my beads intertwined, okay? So I think it's pretty much on top. I have a couple of the baker's twine on top here. I have a couple baker's twine underneath so I can put beads on top here. So here's one of my beaded strands, and I can put beads underneath and kind of have them all intertwined. And the same with the baker's twine, or the eyelash trim. I'll be able to put on that, and that'll be all intertwined. Okay, so I've got my little notebook ring on here. I put it in the middle and then folded it in half, and then I'm getting a little piece of twine here to tie it just below the notebook ring. Excuse me. I don't know what I'm sneezing at. That was funny, just a random sneeze. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to tie this off. Maybe the eyelash trim's getting to me. I'm allergic to cats, right? It's like furry. So, okay, anyway, I'm tying this tight. I'm going to tie a tight knot here. See, I've got all my strands in there nice and tight on my notebook ring, in case you've never done a tassel before. And then pull it tight. And I'm kind of holding that down and tying another knot. So I kind of have like a double knot here. And you can cut this off or you can just let it hang. I'm just going to let it hang. And then I'm going to get another piece of, I like this black right here that I'm using. I have some in the tassel and I have extra here. So I'm going to find a piece of this and, or get a piece of this and tie off my top with this as a more decorative kind of touch. This was, I mean, this is okay, the baker's twine, but this will be prettier, and I want to wrap it around. Let's see, I think I have some black in here. I mean, I know I do. I just want to see if I want another one. Actually, do I have a black one in there? Yeah, I do. But I could use another one, so I think I will. I'm going to go ahead and measure it so I can have this hanging down and then some to wrap around the top there. So about 5 or 6 inches extra. And then, so I'm just going to put this around. Here's my tassel that I'm working on. I'm going to put it right there below my notebook ring. Find the middle. Okay, and then just tie this. So this is further securing your, everything on your notebook ring tightly. And then I'm going to wrap it around a couple times here. Let's see how far. Yeah, I got to wrap one more time to have it short enough to match my other strands. Okay, now I've got it wrapped around, so I'm just going to tie a knot here now. So like I said, double kind of security there for your top of your tassel. Tie that tight. Double knot again. Okay, now we've got another strand to our fluffiness here. So at this point I'm going to show you how I'm doing these beads. So here's the yellow. Let's see, we can put some on the, that's not the long red one. Let's find the, see that, oh, I did the yellow totally already, so we need to put some on the red. See, here's one side of my yellow. I put 10 beads on each side, so that's one side of my yellow, and this is the other side of my yellow. Right here, 10 beads on this side too. So we're going to do the red now, and maybe some eyelash trim if we have time. So here is, remember I left it longer so I have room to tie knots. So this is what I'm doing. I've got a little piece of wire here, which is from wired ribbon. I like this because it's nice and thin and it won't bulk up, it fits through your bead easily. I'm just putting up the loop. I've got it folded in half. Here's the 2 loose ends and there's a loop here. So, so I'm just putting that here. And so I've got about maybe 2.5 inches, like a little tail here. And so I'm just gonna, I don't want that too long because that's all going through the bead. Okay, so then you get your 2 ends tight together because that's going through your little bead hole. And then I'm just gonna start stringing beads on here. And I was doing this one at a time, and then I figured out, why am I doing it one at a time when I can just put like 5 or 6 on here at one time and just pull them down. So this is the fastest way I found of doing this. So, and I'm just grabbing random colors and not putting these on any certain order. So I've got an orange. I just want a different color each time. If I can manage to grab a different color each time, that'd be great. So we've got an orange one, a blue one, a yellow. Just keeping my ends tight so I can get it through the bead. There. Let's see, grab a pink one. I think there's 6 different colors in here. And I want to put at least 10 on this side. I wouldn't mind putting 12 actually. So I mean, I wouldn't even mind putting them all up and down the string. I think that would be pretty. So let's grab, let's see, green maybe next. That's 5 colors. I think the only color we don't have is red. Grab a red one. Okay, so fun. I just love making these, and these wood beads have gone on here so easily. You can see all the different colors. I think I have 2 reds there, but that's fine. Like I said, in no certain order. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those down. I have 6 so far. Let's get at least, I would really like to do, if you don't mind, because I've done 10 so far on the others, and it was enough. It was plenty, but I kind of would like to see what 12 looks like. So let's see how fast we can do this. Oh, here's a purple one. I haven't used one of those. That's what I missed in the last bunch there. Purple one. You can see how easy they go on. Red, purple, orange. The hardest part is keeping those 2 ends together sometimes. And then you just put it through the bead. Let me see. Oh, this has got a tiny hole. Once in a while you'll run across one with a tinier hole, and then you just grab another one, right? Okay, so orange. Oh, we already got a purple. Let's grab a green. So cool. I just love all these colors. Let me see. Yellow. I'm trying to find a yellow one that I like. That one has something going on there. Let's see. This one looks good. Are we going through? Nope. All right, let me get my ends together again. Okay, yellow. We want yellow. Here we go. This is a good one. I have good feelings about this one. Yes. You are. Don't tell me you're not going through. All right, that's okay. You want to be temperamental. We'll just try another one. Sorry, it gets a little fiddly. Can get a little fiddly. There we go. Success. Okay, so we have all the colors except for blue. Let's find a blue one that has an acceptable hole for me to fit through here. Let's see, I'm just kind of looking at the holes to make sure they are. I'll show you the hole I like. And I might have to grab a different color if I don't find the blue one that I like. Yeah, this one's good. See how big that is? I don't know if that'll really show in the camera, but it's got a nice, I mean, it's not huge, but it's plenty big enough for this little wire and my baker's twine. So that's what I'm looking for. So I've got another 6 on there now, so let's pull those down. See how easy that goes down. Okay, so now we can take my little wire off, and I keep losing it, so I'm putting it in my bead container so I don't lose it. So see how they look all together. If you wanted to do them just a whole string of beads, they're so pretty. But since I'm dividing them up, I am putting, first of all, a knot in the bottom, just in case the beads get near the bottom and they feel, you know, start thinking they're going to escape. I put a little knot on the bottom so that I don't have to worry about that. So let's put this one, let's put 3 on the bottom right here. And I want to make sure, see, this is already divided in half, so I don't have to worry about that. But I want to make sure I get kind of like 3 right at the top. So I'm going to put 3 at the top, and then I'll tie a knot up there in a minute. So let's divide these last 6 here. I don't want 3, 3, 3. I want maybe 2 on the next next section of beads. So I've got 2 there. I'm going to tie a knot right here. So I just you know, make a little loop, put all my beads through there, all through the little hole, and tie a knot. But I want it, let's see, what did I have? I had 3 at the bottom. Let's see, I know I didn't have 5 at the bottom. I think I did that a little bit wrong. Let's see, I wanted 3 at the bottom. Let me try that again. I think somehow 2 got through there. Hold on. Let me start again. Okay. 3 at the bottom. I want a knot. Let me move those up so they don't get in my way of my knot. They came down and got into my knot. So a knot here. Up a little bit from these though. I want space in between. So you can see my space here in between the bead and my next knot. So I'm going to tie that knot tight. Now there's quite a bit of space, and then I'm going to put, I said 4, I think. So I'm going to put 4 next. I might have said 2, but we'll put 4, and then we'll put 2 in the next one. So we're going to put 2 up here. So another knot up here. So I'm going to put all of our beads from the bottom part through this little hole. There we go, and we have a little space, and then our knot, and then our 2 here. See how they're spaced out? And then we're going to have the 3. I wanted 3 at the top. They don't have to be right at the top, but I don't have any others right at the top, so I wanted some at near, you know, right near the loop there. So I'm going to tie another knot right up here. So all of these have to go through here so that I can keep them separate. Well, let me see if I can do it right. Okay. Yeah, these have to go through. Hold on. Hold on. Don't make me start again. Get through there. All right, we did it. Okay, now I just got to get my knot up there so they can stay at the top. And I did it. Okay, so there we go. So you can see how far they're spaced out. Now, if I think that's too long, which I do, what I'm going to do here, see how I have them spaced out. There's 3 here, then 2, then 4, then 3. But see how long it is? So now, basically that knot at the bottom, it could stay there if it wasn't too long, but I think it's a little bit too long, so I would like to move these up. You know, I left plenty of space there, so this will work. I'm going to tie another knot like right here. I'm going to move these up out of the way so I can tie a knot like right here. And let's see, I don't want them too high because I still want space in between. And so I've got a little knot right there. Okay, so these are moved up now. These are still here with a little space. So now I can cut this little bit of extra off here. And that should be pretty much good. All right, so I just wanted to show you that, a way of getting the beads on and not have to do them one at a time. That'll save a little time. And then if you have some eyelash trim, let me find the eyelash trim. There's eyelash trim on here. It's like the beads won't go on this one because it has these little pom-poms on here, but there is one on here that it will go onto, and that is this one. It's just like regular eyelash trim without any extra little pom-poms or anything on it. So I'm doing the same thing with this, but I don't have to tie any knots like I said. So, you know, and the eyelashes are holding it on. So I will show you, just to prove to you and myself again, that they do go on here. So I'm just doing the same thing, putting my little wire over the end with about 2 inches to pull through the bead. And I'm also not really, you know, watching my colors. I'm just, except this is pink, So I want something to show up, that will show up on here. So I'm kind of sticking with the maybe yellow. Here's a nice yellow one here. Get my ends together. So a nice yellow one. And I'm not putting it down yet, I'm just putting it on my little wire. And let's grab a blue one. Let's put 3 on here because I've got 2 up here already. So I think that 3 more would be cool. I don't like that bead though. Let me find one that'll fit. Not that I don't like it, I can use it for something else, of course, but I just want one with a nice, one of the bigger holes to fit through here. Okay, and a green one. Perfect, perfect. Oops, missed my little wire. Let's try that one again. Get both pieces in. Okay, so we've got 3, so let's go ahead and pull those down. Get it over our eyelashes. Oh, this one's a little tighter. It will fit. There we go. Take our wire off. Put it in my bead container so I don't lose it. And then separate the beads here. I've got 2 on the top. These 3 are for down lower on the little eyelash trim, and there you go. See, I can put more on there if I want, but I just wanted to show you. They do fit on eyelash trim, believe it or not. So this is this one so far. I'm not going to keep you. I think I kind of explained everything as far as how I made this and what I have in here and how to fold it over. Like, I know I already had that done, so let me show you. I'm just using these little, these are like, I think these are 1 inch. Let's see, do I have my box here? Hold on a minute, look at my box. These notebook rings are, that I've been using these for my, these are 3/4 inch. Okay, these are 3/4 inch. You could use whatever size if you have some, just use whatever size you have, but I kind of just put it in the middle when I'm ready to tie it off. You know, again, I think I already had that one on when I started the video, but I just put it on, clamp it, and get everything in the middle. It's kind of in the middle now, but I just kind of clamp it and then make sure everything's, you know, you can pull everything around and make sure it's where you want it. You can move it around, you know, side to side, whatever. Make sure it's where you want it and then tie it off like I showed you. So then you're ready to put your beads on. You can put your beads on before you fold it in half when you have it spread out like this. Or you can go ahead and do this, tie it off and everything, and then put your beads on. Either way, doesn't matter. And then I add a little charm or bead dangle or whatever you want, big charm, whatever you want to add onto your notebook ring. And then you have this to clamp onto your journal or whatever. I have been using, and so if I sell these in my Etsy, I'm trying to remember if I included a lobster claw clasp, but I have that I can use, or these right here. Some of these I'll put on the top sometimes, these little hook things. And you see that? It's a little, one of these little hooks, and it opens right there. So I can put that on the top of here and have a little hook. Or a lobster claw clasp, I can attach one of these. Like here's a, I have some bigger ones, but here's a small one right now just to show you. I can attach this with a jump ring really easily. You know what I mean? Just like you attach anything with a jump ring. You take your jump ring just to, I've already attached that charm, but just to attach one of these, I'll show you real quick how I attach one. This is one of the bigger jump rings in my little container here that I got from Beebeecraft. And I'm going to just open it up. You know how you do that. You just twist to the side, not pull it open. So get a hold of it with your little I use this flat like plier and a needle nose plier and just go like that. You don't need very much of an opening. And let's see if this one will fit on here. Or do I need a smaller one? Yes, it does fit on there. And then before I clamp it back closed, go ahead and put it on my little notebook ring. And I can put it on like this. And I didn't open it. Yeah, I did open it up enough. Or I could open up my notebook ring and put it on, of course, either way. I'll go ahead and leave it on there now since I did it like that. Go ahead and close this back up the same way I opened it, just the other way now. Twist again. Close it back up. Let me get it all the way closed. It needs a little bit more. So I'm going to link the products again that I have from Beebeecraft that I've used in this project, and all the products that I got, about 5 things from Beebeecraft and the Beebeecraft website, and also the YouTube program where you can go and audition or apply to be in the YouTube program where you can do reviews. So here is my little lobster claw clasp. Now I can hang it on something on my journal, and this is a tiny one, but you don't need a very big one. I have bigger ones, but anyway, that's just how to use a jump ring there. And so these are a lot of fun. So I hope you will, get some beads from, if you need some colored wood beads, just get them from Beebeecraft, and everything gets to you so quick you won't believe it. It's like a week, all the way, it's coming from China, so you would think 4 to 6 weeks. Right now, I got my stuff in a week. I was pretty amazed. So thank you for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed my tassels, my little fluffy tassels, and I'm going to finish these off. I'll probably just show you in my next video when I'm working with some more products, because I'm going to do at least one more and probably a couple more videos working with the little charms and things that I got, and I'll show you these finished. So thanks for watching tonight. Have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!